posting on Craigslist, it is just to capture their attention. Once you do that, you need them on your website. Because when they're on your website, you have their full attention now. It's not, they can click back, you know, and check out other people's ads. Now they're on your website, they're interacting, they're probably going to use your, you know, your IDX search. You know what I mean? Everything that's about you is there. So that getting that contact is that much easier.
Now, the one thing that we talked about is because we noticed that we're getting a ton of hits because you can track how many people go to your website and any particular page within your website. But what we noticed is that a lot of people were hitting the page, but they weren't leaving their info. And we were trying to come up with ideas to get value for someone to leave their info. So we started, I think you put something on there saying, get a free report, how to do a short sale or different things, and then you started getting more results, right?
Yeah, on every single one of my pages where they can fill out a form, I say, you know, fill out this form and get your free mailed report back to you, or whatever that page is about, I offer them something of value to get back to them. So, I mean, one of the easiest ones that we have is, we have these ebooks for first-time buyers, and they fill it out. I'll just send them a quick ebook. It's PDF format, 10 pages and full color, so they like it.
We can talk about websites a little bit later, but let's try to stay on the Craigslist thing for right now. Anything else about Craigslist?
Where exactly do you post it under, for sale or?
It depends on the ad. If it's just a listing, I post in for sale by broker. I know a lot of agents post in for sale by homeowner in the rental section, but I think if you do that, and the homeowner for sale by owner, I think may be okay, because there's no for sale by owners really. It's all realtors in there anyways.
For sale by realtor.
And where are some of you guys, where are you posting at right now?
For sale by owner.
For sale by owner, and then what's it look like for you as far as your hits?
I get a lot of realtors.
You get a lot of realtors on it.
Good way to find realtors.
And
then how many home buyers would you say are contacting you?
The majority is realtors.
Majority is realtors? Okay, and then are you posting in the for sale by broker at all?
Yeah, as well.
And how is that doing for you?
It's much better.
Much better, okay.
Even if you put no agents, they still contact me.
Well, we're taught that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Come on.
Not taking over.
No
That's
roadblocks.
our job.
Is anyone posting in the rental area, properties for rent? No?
I stopped doing that.
You stopped doing that?
Stop doing it.
Does not work.
Flagged a lot?
Well, he was telling me, or you can say it.
He started doing that, he goes, hey, somebody told me this works, Dad. So I said, okay, well, whatever, try it. So I started getting all these calls for rentals. I go, oh man, stop. I want people to call me that says they want to buy a house, you know, or sell a house. You know, I don't want people that want to rent. You know, so I started getting those, and I started handing them off to other agents that wanted to deal with rentals and go earn, you know, $300 or $400 or whatever. But I didn't want to deal with it because I didn't want to filter through that. I already have to filter through enough buyer leads to get a good buyer. I don't want to filter through rent. I mean, it could turn out to be a good thing. You can switch them. You know, sometimes they're going to go pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 deposit and upfront costs to get into a rental. Maybe you can switch into a house, but I just thought my time was worth more than trying to do that. Does it work? I'm sure it does. Does it work for you? That's for you to decide.
So on your Craigslist hits, how many buyers are good buyers? Or
1 out of 300.
not many?
I would say the ratio is probably a little bit better than that.
1 to 100, I think.
What?
100 to 1.
Yeah, if you get 1 out of 100, you're doing pretty good, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, if you're posting, I mean, how often do you post on Craigslist?
Now
How
it's
many hours?
maybe 4 or 5 hours a day.
4 or 5 hours a day. Okay, so if I could pick up 3 buyers and put them into escrow from that, is it worth it?
Oh, yeah.
It is, right? So if you're taking a look at that, if we're getting 200-300 hits a month, that equates to about 1 every 100 comes to be a real buyer, which is okay. I mean, who would be happy with 3 sales a month on Craigslist? Just about all of us, right? So and other things come from it too, you know, so it's a good thing. What else about Craigslist do you need to know? Anybody?
Jonathan, do you list only your own listings or do you list other realtors?
I get permission from other realtors to use their listings.
And all you do is just give a phone call and ask?
Yeah, well, I don't put the address. I just assign a random number that I keep track of, and it's all designed just to make a phone call or for them to hit on my website. Even if it was your listing and you don't want to put the address on there because if you do that, they're probably gonna wanna drive by it first. And if they don't like it, you're not gonna get that call anyways. So it's not about selling the house, it's about getting the lead. So that's what I aim everything here.
For how much we actually advertise on Craigslist, we don't have enough listings to do that. So we ask other realtors if we could use theirs, and we get permission from them. And if they say okay, boom, we do it. And the ones that don't say it's okay, that's okay, we just don't use
Why
them.
would they say no?
So yeah, some of them are like that.
Because just like with sharing here, you think somebody's gonna take it away from you and get business because you told them something that you do? They feel threatened, I guess, you know, but really, it's the benefit to their seller, isn't it?
Yeah.
It truly is. So, there's enough people out there that'll let you use their listings. It's not a big deal.
Anyone posting on Craigslist for short sales? Or anyone posting in the real estate services area for modifications or short sales?
I've done it once.
And how did it turn out for you?
How's your success?
Well, I picked up 3 listings from Craigslist, and it's been, you know, I put up that little ad that's going around with the house floating, and I got 2 listings where I just got an email the next day, hey, I need to sell my house. I called them and I met with them the same day and listed their house.
Do you think it was from the flyer or from the content on your website when they click back?
I think it was a combination of both, the content on the website.
But
and
it
also-
started with Craigslist.
Well, yeah, that's what caught their eye, and that's how they called me.
I know, I copied it, it's almost the same ad. Still get 0 hits on it.
And I still get a lot of people going to my site, but I haven't picked up any new listings for a couple
I
of
think
months now.
it's a tough market to get
Yeah,
short
yes,
sales on
yes,
this.
very.
Are there certain days or certain hours of the day that you get more calls?
Good question.
They say Tuesday from 8 AM to 10 o'clock in the morning is the best day. I say Tuesday all day long is a great time to post.
That's from your analytics?
Yeah, because most of my traffic on the website comes, about 80% comes from Craigslist. And on Tuesdays, my performance goes a lot higher. So
Why is it Tuesday?
I think everyone's recovering on Mondays. And they don't have the mindset, and they're trying to just get a little bit of work done, what they can, to go home. And then Tuesday, they're coming maybe in early, trying to get everything done, they're moving real fast. I think that's just the mindset of,
Is there a way to
people.
track it on Craigslist, or do you do that through our site?
The only way I track it on Craigslist is I have a web counter, and every time that ad gets a hit, so it'll add 1 more to the counter. So, and I only put it on my ads with the house. I don't put it on my service ads for short sales or anything like that. I only want it for the homes for sale. And right now I'm probably getting about 1,200 views, and that's for all of my ads all day long to the next day. And out of those 1,200 views, I'll get about 60 people back to my website right now, and then out of that, about 10%, I'll get another 6, 7, 8 leads out of that. So it's just, to me, it's all numbers. It's just how many can I put up, and I know this is what I'm gonna get.
5 hours a day?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 hours a day. And when I say that, it's not like I'm on it all day long, because I can't post all day long. Unless I had 2 computers side by side, I can't do it. I'm just doing about 15 an hour, and that's all you need to do. So you could do 10 in 10 minutes, wait 20 minutes, and put up your other 5. And that's all Craigslist is gonna allow you to do anyways, until you get, very complicated and doing, private proxies and all kinds of different other stuff. But just the way I'm doing it, it works like that, and you just need to do about 15 an hour.
How many hours or how much time are you guys giving right now to Craigslist? Anybody?
I do at least an hour a day, maybe.
Hour a day?
Yeah.
About an hour spaced out.
About an hour a day?
Yeah.
An hour, I started this morning, I post about
An hour a day. And are you finding an hour a day is sufficient?
No, I need to bump it up.
Need more?
Yeah.
Okay, and us realtors, we might not have the time to do that, right?
Yeah.
So what could you do? Go hire a kid.
There's-
Seriously, Jonathan sometimes goes, oh, as soon as I leave you and I become my own realtor, you're gonna be lost. I go, just hire somebody just like you. Come on. Seriously, could I find somebody like him?